So we have a fucked up router at this point. It's just flashing with the power button. Well, I first saw 5 proxies on it, and I also configured. No, I didn't hack anything. I just configured inside my Linux networking interface. This thing is hot as fuck. Yeah, I just set up the telecom phone to use a proxy and proper settings and proper encryption. So if it always tries to connect, why not use encryption? It didn't like that, and now I'm facing this fucked up setup. Oh, the power DSL button is back online. Let's see what happens if we enable Wi-Fi. And at this point, I can't establish a connection on Linux. So yeah, we'll have to see what's going on. So well, nothing better than good old flag files. Good luck compromising my setup. So it might be that they are blocking, yeah, I just set up fucked up integrity, that's the default config. Telecom phone. So, the home of the rabbit doesn't load at this point. If that shit doesn't load, nothing will load. So, yeah, what I figured is it's always establishing a Wi-Fi connection even if you're not setting a Wi-Fi connection up. So, my network. Oh, looks like a crash again. And I'm not blaming Android here. Yeah, I'm not blaming Android here, sure, but I'm also not blaming Linux here, since this is a problem on their end, and the focus, yeah, works. Okay. So what can you do at this point? Reboot the computer. But I'm not willing to reboot the computer all the time, so I'm replacing the router for sure tomorrow. Not telling you with what kind of config just yet. So VPS eats that shit. So yeah, and I reconfigured my network to use a proxy on Android, Movaxox 5 proxy, and we are well in a fucked up connection state at this point. So let's give it the cable connection. You hear the little buzz inside the headphone jack, so I plug in a cable here and it's buzzing there for whatever. That's good. Observed it for quite some time now. Yeah, and the networking interface is just crashed entirely. It's down to pieces, but this is still XFCE, so it won't fail on you. It's Linux, it's rock stable. As you can see, you can still listen to music. Wi-Fi is probably working. Yep, looks like it. So Wi-Fi is always working. They just, well, Hanon might kill me for leaking the wallpaper again if that's still a thing. Yeah, well, I'm leaking a private key here. How awesome is that? I don't care, guys. I really don't care. Let's see if I can connect. Yep, that's still working. So we've got I've got 5 new Telegram messages. So at this point I don't see, well, if the interface crashes it doesn't mean anything, so just let launch a browser. Doesn't look too good. Well, we've got, at least it's showing the top sites and some awkward fucked up shit which I clicked on because I was bored. Yeah, 2 more minutes. Yeah, it's all down. It's all down. But I don't care, you know, I'm still able to connect via NordVPN, via the client. It's easier because they are blocking IP addresses on such a with such a high frequency that I have trouble connecting or setting up as many VPN config files as I would need. But at this point I just reboot, I think. So yeah, we can perform a reboot real quick. You always want to turn off the speaker before you do that. Leave, restart. Yeah, and I was wondering why I've been getting all these PCI errors and shit, and now they can try to identify me using, oh well, that's too obvious, using shadows, the reflection inside my screen. So if you're wondering what kind of setup I'm rocking here, it's well, recent kernel for 4.17. I'm not using the LTS kernels, not anymore. I need the recent patches. I need the consistent work on inside the kernel space. And now you can see what happens if you manage to establish a fully integral connection. They're trying to block you from accessing the internet. Laptop is really hot at this point, but it's also hot outside, so I think that's fine. Oh, connection established. Fucked up integrity 1. There we go. Yeah, so since we're running out of time again, sudo vg quick up. Maybe I manage it. There we go. Web browser. And as the connection is back, guys. Just in